And welcome back, everybody. This is Movies and Beyond. I'm Callum. That is Kyle. Kyle, how are we doing today?
Fucking better than you, mate.
Fuck off.
Callum's been having a lot of technical issues for the past hour.
Mate, you're lucky you weren't sat next to me. Otherwise,
So as I can still see it in your eyes. Go on, crack a keyboard. Have you got one? Have you got
I
one?
fucking used all my keyboards as well. So,
You fucking dial 'em.
I'm just gonna fucking snap this.
Oh, hang on. Snap what?
My tablet.
No, please don't.
Yeah, right. Let's just get into it then. Robocop. Kyle, you a fan of Robocop? You like the Robocop? You like the cop that's a robot? Yes, no, maybe so.
I like the idea, and I'm probably gonna get a bit of hate for this. I just don't think there's been a movie that executed the idea very well. That includes the originals and the reboot they did a couple of years ago with Joel. Is it Joel Kinnaman?
It is Joel Kinnaman.
Yeah,
Not Joel McHale. That'd have been a very different, very different
I
one.
don't know who that is.
You don't. But you should. But yeah. Anyway, James Wan is going to be executive producing a RoboCop TV show going to Amazon Prime. Now, if it's going anywhere, I kind of feel like the RoboCop style of violence is very well suited to Amazon Prime.
Sorry, I just thought of a funny thing there. You're gonna see the Amazon Prime logo for the RoboCop, and it's not even gonna be a RoboCop. He's just gonna be fucking delivering your parcels. The next generation of drones.
Yeah.
Fucking RoboCop. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that because Amazon are very lenient when it comes to sort of what they are willing to put in their products. When it comes to sort of like the violence, profanity, things like that. I mean, look at The Boys. The Boys is a great example, as well as obviously it's animation. It is different, but it's still animation. And, you know, realistically, animation, it looks a bit like a kid's thing, but you know, there is of course animation where it's not designed for kids, and they just went full on balls to the wall, gory, bloody, like The Boys. So yeah, this is nice that you know to know where it's going. I'm glad it's Amazon.
Yeah, no, Amazon is one of my favorite streaming services right now, and Amazon's streaming side of things is a side project. It's something they don't really care about. It's like, yeah, sure, stick that on, but they somehow managed to have better quality stuff than Netflix when their whole MO is, let's make television, let's make movies, and they still managed to make better stuff than Netflix.
Yeah, I mean, of course, Amazon does have some duds,
Everyone
and some
does.
hit and misses, but everyone does exactly. But you're right. It's a little bit like, oh, come on, Netflix, step up your game here. You need to, you know. I think after Daredevil was removed, I felt like Netflix was kind of falling down for me as a service. I never really use it. I'll be completely honest
Well,
now.
I don't even think I've got a Netflix account anymore. I just cancelled it. I was like, I've got nothing on here that I want to watch right now.
Yeah,
Even Umbrella Academy season 4. I'm like, but then I was like, not just yet though. You know, another big thing for me as well, all stand up comedy I like to watch and everything.
mm,
It's like you're just not you're just so much Netflix for what you are.
yeah.
So I
No,
just aren't bothered.
you know, there is some hidden gems in Netflix. It's just it's a bit too you know separate,
Yeah.
spaced out. Like you know what I mean. But Amazon is really great as a streaming service now. It's got some absolute awesome, magnificent shows on there. Um, you know, but Netflix is falling. I love how we've you know supposed to talk about RoboCop.
Yeah.
We're
He's
talking
a
about how shit Netflix is.
he's a cop who's a robot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm glad it's gone to Amazon though, 100%.
Yeah, no, me too. It's It kind of feels like something Seth Rogen would get involved in. It seems like he's involved with everything at Amazon. So, yeah, probably not, though. James Wan, I do really like James Wan. I think it's in good hands. Now, obviously, the last Aquaman film was a bit...
Can't really. I mean, he didn't probably have a lot to play with when it came to that film as well. He was probably heavily restricted, and it's just it was obviously tricky with the whole Amber Heard situation as well.
Yeah.
So that film had a lot going against it.
Yeah, no, definitely. But he's directed my second favourite Fast and Furious film, which was 7, which I think is a lot of people's favourite.
Never seen it.
You never seen 7?
I've seen 5. I enjoyed 5.
5's really good. You know, so where it's like, see you again, and he drives down the road, and they're like, no.
I've seen that clip so many times in memes, but no, I have not seen the film.
Yeah.
I just, yeah.
R.I.P. Paul Walker. But yeah, look, I'm excited for this. Apparently, it's been in development for a while, so fuck it. Bring me more good TV. I'm happy with that.
Do you think they're gonna stick with the design of the original one, or just sort of like do something new and sleek like they did with the reboot?
I think they've got to.
What, do a new design?
No, I think they've got to stick with like
The original.
I think a mix of both. A happy medium is what I'm gonna say. And this again is another lesson from Callum about sitting on the fence.
I think definitely it will go towards the original style of it.
More towards the original.
More towards the original, just a bit more with a modern take of it, kind of thing. But I get the reboot was kind of like a modern take, but that was just when Iron Man and shit like that was all popular, and people want more original inspired costumes, I guess you could say.
So we're just going to put him in a big latex rubbery condom.
I mean, there's some metal there.
Or do you put a spike on end?
Jesus Christ. Next topic.
Yes.
Speaking of con...
Good one, Kyle.
Thank you.
I should have said something like that. That's supposed to come out of my dirty mouth, but...
Yeah.
Wow. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anyway, speaking of raw dogging, it's alright because people who watch the full show see this, but when I just go, the Ballerina has dropped a new trailer, and it's great. I loved it. I don't know what Kyle thinks of the trailer, but I really enjoyed it, and not because, if you've seen the trailer, we get a little bit of Wick. That's such a small part of the trailer. Everything else in the trailer leading up to it was fantastic. And we was earlier this year when there's on about, yeah, we're reshooting most of it because Ian McShane said this, who's in this trailer, he was like, it's not very good. So the fact that he just came out and said that, and it looks like it's paid off from what they've shot. Ana de Armas is great in this as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. I love the John Wick franchise, and the first spin-off we got, the Continental, which was like a limited show. It was only
3 episodes, but somewhere like an hour and a half.
Yeah, and it introduced like a really interesting concept of like, the sort of going over how Winston took over the Continental and the origins of that, I guess. And it was set, years prior to Wick. So, I had a really interesting take and a really great idea, but that just fell on its arse. So when it came to this, obviously this was in talks for even way before the Continental, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, I think it was. This was...
So a long time coming.
So this has been talked about since John Wick 2. And that 2017 that came out, so...
Yeah. So, honestly, I didn't have much hope in confidence, especially with obviously they had to do reshoots and things like that. I'm like, are they gonna salvage this film? Is it gonna do well? But this trailer has got me all on board.
Yes.
Even if Wick didn't show up in this trailer, I'm like, fuck yeah, this is another Wick universe film, just with new characters, sort of it's a similar style. The action from the little bit we see looks fucking awesome, and then you just get like just Wick showing up, and it's like, oh, we're gonna get something cool here with Wick.
Norman Reedus is in this as well.
Norman Reedus as well, yeah.
You don't see him in a right lot.
Yeah,
but I tell you what, recently we have finally got the AMC Plus shows here in the UK.
Yeah, the Daryl.
They released them in the wrong order though. They released The Ones Who Live, which is the Rick and Michonne one first. Then they did the Daryl Dixon one. Then they did the Maggie and Negan one, when it should have been the other way around. But do you know what? The Ones Who Live, I thought were really good. Daryl show as well were really fun. I wasn't too keen on City of the Dead, but the Daryl one were really fun, and we're getting season 2 of that like next week. So I'm actually pretty pumped for that. So I love seeing Norman Reedus in this. Ana de Armas, great. Lance Reddick.
Yeah, it's
that broke my heart seeing that, but it made me smile as well at the same time. I was like, "You cheeky boy, you got one more in. You got one more in." And obviously, guys, if you don't know, this is set between John Wick 3 and John Wick 4. So, what's this? John Wick Chapter 3.5, which is kind of what we've been told they were reshooting it as well.
Yeah, no, I'm really, really looking forward to this. At first, when the trailer started, I thought, oh, cool, Winston, and seeing him again was cool. But the trailer just ramps up and it gets you excited for this film.
Song choice as well.
Yeah.
Tiny Dancer was... Yeah, that was perfect. I don't think I've actually seen a song so perfectly implemented in the theme, like with a trailer. It was great.
I completely agree, yeah. I'm going to go out on a whim here and say this. I am now more confident in having more spin-offs just from this trailer alone. If they get that, obviously, I've forgotten his name now.
Kane.
Yes, Kane, that's it.
So you could have said the dude with a cane and you'd have still got it right.
Yeah. We don't know if this film's good. It could turn out to be a complete disaster.
But it's done what a trailer should.
Yes, 100%. And it's getting me a bit more back into the John Wick stuff, because obviously in John Wick Chapter 4 we've disagreed about this before, but I think John Wick Chapter 4 should have ended the John Wick movies, but definitely not the universe of John Wick. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm really excited.
I'm so excited now. It's something as simple as this. So it's like, how will it work with her? John Wick, he's got the bulletproof suits and stuff like that. But you see her absolutely fucking killing it in a dress and like pulling mags like out from her inner thigh and just like, fuck. That was fucking badass.
Yeah, she goes for some pretty stabby bits as well.
Oh, yeah. Like, grenade in the mouth, shuts the metal door on him. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and then the water hose with the flamethrower.
Yeah.
I was visually, that looked really great, and I can't wait to see that on the big screen.
So yeah, I'm hooked with all this, and this is why I don't care. I'm going to say, bit of a lazy premise. They killed my father. Okay, don't give a fuck. I'm in though. I'm in. Yeah. Because we saw what John Wick did to a motherfucker who killed his puppy. Let's see what she does to a motherfucker who killed her dad.
It would have been funny if it would turned out to be something else, like she had a pet as well. It's like, oh, they killed my fucking goldfish.
He robbed me. He robbed me ballerina shoes.
Yeah, no. I'm again.
Why do we do Yorkshire accents for everyone when it comes down to it? Because I'd say this right now as well. Me and Kyle, if you want one day, we're pretty good at accents. We can do a few between us. But our default to go to is whenever we're speaking about someone is, oh no, he took me goldfish.
Oh no, it's bloody dead.
Oh. I'll just get me Pussy magazine and load it up.
Oh my god. Pussy magazine. Oh right.
Yeah. So, guys, you excited for the ballerina? Because I sure as fuck am. I'm excited to see more John Wick. Does this, I suppose I'll have to ask you again once we've seen the ballerina. Even though this is set between 4, does this kind of make you think, I do want a John Wick 5? I do want a John Wick 5. Or are you like, I'm happy with where it is?
I'm happy with where it is.
But, yeah.
I don't mind if they set movies in between the John Wick films.
Yeah.
Or even before the first John Wick film. I am so down for that. Seeing the Baba Yaga in his prime.
Yeah.
That would be something else. I think if they're going to do, like, obviously, I think with the Kane film that they're going to do, it's definitely going to be set after John Wick 4. But I would love to see sort of like a Kane and John Wick film in their prime before the John Wick saga.
Yeah, no, definitely. I'd like to see that as well. But yeah, just when I thought, right, the John Wick franchise has lost me a bit here now after the Continental, and I was like, they're talking about doing 5. If the parties involved want to do it, then that's always been my thing. If they want to do it and they've got a story and they can make it work, then I want to see it. If it's just a studio trying to make it happen, then I'm not that interested. But this looks fucking awesome. This looks fucking awesome. Right, let's get on to the next topic. From fucking awesome to absolutely heartbreaking. Because we know what's coming. Guys, our first teaser for The Last of Us Season 2, I'm dying.
You should have really not started the topic like that because it's giving off implications now. So just throwing it out there, spoilers for Last of Us Part 2, and I guess Season 2. So full spoiler, if you don't want any of that, please don't watch
Stay, we need the views.
Yeah, no, so full spoilers anyways. Watching this trailer, Colin, it looked great visually. It got me pumped, got me excited. But then it just sort of there's like a little clip towards the end of the little trailer we got, and it's just Joel and Ellie sat together, and then the camera just turns to Joel, and I'm like, okay, I see now. This is definitely happening, especially with obviously you've played the game.
I've played the first half of the 2, so I know what happens and I know how it ends as well. Though, like,
but does this show you now that Season 2 is most definitely now not going to be some sort of like a prequel to the second game,
yes,
so to speak? It's jumping right into it.
Yeah, only 6 episodes as well.
Yeah, it's
so.
These motherfuckers.
So if it's only 6 episodes, we could have, we have said spoilers, so we're still dancing around it though. If it's only 6 episodes, we could possibly have Joel for. I did say it'd happen in the first, but if I remember correctly, in the game, the big horde of infected doesn't actually charge the town, does it?
No, so
it looks like that's happening.
In the trailer. I don't know. I know. So
they've edited it to make it look that way. Like Tommy's looking out, and then.
Yeah, I think it's not. I definitely think it's just how it is in the game, where they're in that sort of weird motel area. They're just out, and they come across obviously Abby. That's how I think it's gonna.
Yeah, we got a little shot in it of Caitlin Dever as Abby in this. She looks great as Abby.
Yes, I agree.
Which they had to cast around the Ellie they had, and I think they did a great job of casting around Bella. It was like, no, we need an Abby that works for Bella's Ellie. We need Dina who works for Bella's Ellie. So they've done a great job of that. People are still doubting Bella Ramsey after that fantastic performance in Season 1. So, okay, whatever.
I just ignore it now. It's literally nothing to me. Bella Ramsey just absolutely smashed it as Ellie, and I'm really excited see what she does in this next season. I don't. So I think, honestly, Colin, I do truly think that, the season isn't going to really focus too much on Ellie. Like in the games, a lot of the first half of the game focuses on Abby.
Yeah.
I do think the Joel moment is happening at the end of the first episode. I really,
Yes.
really do. I don't see them, doing it in a midway through the
Yeah,
season or anything like that.
you've really pulled me around on that as well. I think it'll be in episode 1 stinger.
Especially after this trailer, it's concrete that this is
Yeah.
going to be the drop of the episode.
Episode 1 stinger, but because first episode could be an hour and a half long.
Yeah.
But we could have flashbacks throughout the season.
Yes, 100%. Where in this season, I'm not sure. I think it's more likely to happen in the third season, which will be sort of part 2 of this overall story.
Yeah, this just really gets me in the mood for some golf.
Fuck. Oh, Christ. But yeah, great trailer. Can't wait to see it.
Yes.
The budget looks like it's been upped quite substantially.
Yeah, when she walks, you'll remember, what's the town called? Jackson. When she walks out into Jackson, it looks fucking spectacular.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I said it like that.
Phenomenal.
Spectacular.
Well, it wasn't in a New Yorkshire accent.
Spectacular.
That was spectacular, that.
Right, should we do rest at show in an Australian accent?
No.
Why not?
Because I feel like we'd offend a lot of Australians.
I don't think we would. I don't think they're easily offended. Now, if you did it in your Indian accent that you do every day, then that would really offend some people.
Such a dickhead.
Yeah.
Full disclaimer, I do not do... This is the little thing Colin likes to do. He did it when we first met. He made out I was a very terrible person to our teacher, and I was like, "Why would you do that?"
It's just funny, isn't it?
Yeah, you fucking cunt. But yeah, I don't do an Indian accent. That's fucking wrong on so many levels. Anyways, do the next topic.
What's wrong with Indian accents?
Nothing's wrong with Indian accents. It's the same with doing the Australian. I don't want to offend anyone.
So you do them?
No, I don't do them. I should fucking hate you. Right.
Right, let's get on to final topic.
The fuck was that?
It's my Indian accent.
Oh my god. Whatever.
Right. Mate, do you know how... Right, no. Bring me in. Let's focus. Because Daddy's got to go to bed 3 minutes ago. Right, this is... Guys, this is a special one for you who are watching the full show. This is how we do it. This is how we bring in new topics so we can cut videos out of them and get more views. Ready? Deadpool and Wolverine looks like it's going to have a little bit of an Oscar campaign. Now, we've seen Marvel Studios do this before with films like Black Panther. They was very proud of that. He even got nominated for Best Picture, I believe. Which, I love Black Panther, but it shouldn't have been nominated for Best Picture. That was a fucking joke. But oh well. But the big categories they're pushing for this is Best Supporting Actor for Hugh Jackman, and they're trying to get Best Lead for Ryan Reynolds as well. And then, like all the technical categories like visual effects and stuff like that. Look.
Go on.
I said in our review that these are the best performances they've got as these characters. Without a doubt. They're not going to win Oscars for this. It's nice that Marvel Studios is putting in the effort and the recognition to go, we appreciate your work, so we're going to run an Oscar campaign for you. That's great, but I don't see this happening. You know what I mean? You've got to look at, like, already at the beginning of the year, like, performances, and we're not even in award season yet for, like, you know, films coming out, which will get these nominations. You've already got, like, Dune Part 2 with Timothée Chalamet and that. I was like, he needs to get nominated just for that speech alone that he gives near the end. We got
My name is Willy Wonka.
we've got.
My name is Paul Modibo Atreides.
Yes.
Sorry, it was an old meme we used to see.
It was an old meme that we used to see. We've got A Quiet Place Day 1, which I would say, you know, I wouldn't say is a better film than Deadpool and Wolverine. You might, but the performances in A Quiet Place Day 1 are a lot better than Deadpool and Wolverine.
Now, just to put it out there before people start going fucking crazy at you, Callum, you mean in the sense of
Bring it on. I'll fucking smash them all, Kyle. I don't give a fuck right now. I'm tired, I'm angry, and I want to crack some fucking skulls.
Right, okay. Calm down.
Yeah, I'm speaking to you, user 4586, who's going to type a shitty comment. Come to my house. Kyle, what's your address again?
No, definitely. I think what you're trying to say, though, is, like, it's not discrediting, obviously, Hugh Jackman.
Fantastic work. Some of the best work of their
Ryan
careers.
Reynolds. Yeah. We're trying to say of, like, it's just... It's a different type. Do you know what I mean? It's a very... They're both very different movies. Like, Deadpool and Wolverine does have heart. It does have these emotional scenes. It does have these really heart-wrenching scenes. But A Quiet Place just does a lot more of it. And it's really sort of like the backbone of the film, if you will. So we're not saying that. Like, I think Hugh Jackman definitely deserves some sort of award for playing Wolverine for all these years, and in this role, he's mastered it.
It's just, now, I think his performance in this was a little bit better than what it was in Logan, but they are both, like, really good top-tier performances. But I still think he would have had a higher chance of winning it for Logan, if you know what I mean, because there would have been less stigma with that. This is a full-blown comic book film, and the Academy has got a bias. It does. And, you know, rightfully so sometimes. It's just because it's the biggest film of the year, or the second biggest film of the year, doesn't necessarily mean it's going to have the qualities that they're looking for in a film.
All I'm seeing now is just that Martin Scorsese picture in black and white. Cinema.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. And again, Ryan Reynolds definitely deserves some sort of award. He helped get this movie... He helped get Deadpool off the ground. Let's not forget this.
Well, I think we should say...
producing credits,
right now,
writing credits. So this guy deserves something for all his work that he's done with this character.
I think their awards they've got for this is definitely the box office bonuses that they would have got. I think that'll make them a lot happier than a shiny little golden statue.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's rules to when you get one of those statues as well. The little Oscar trophies. Like, I think it says underneath, like, rules that you can't sell it and stuff like that.
I'll be going straight on fucking eBay. Just say you lost it, or it was stolen.
I'm pretty sure they can take some sort of action against you if anything were to happen.
Well, like I said before, bring it on. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I will take on the full Academy, one by one.
Okay.
And that'll be a film that we're gonna make, Callum versus the Academy, and it's just me killing every member of the Academy. I don't hate anyone in the Academy.
Callum.
What?
Let's keep it on.
Do you know what, right? No, I'm not going to tell you because this is offensive. So, it's a funny idea I've had for a game, but we'll talk about that.
Don't want to know.
You do want to know, I'll tell you after. So, yeah, what do you think the chances are of them winning or getting nominated at least? I think it's 5 actors for each category.
I think Hugh Jackman's got more of a chance with this. He deserves, I think, the most
Yeah.
in just because, obviously in Logan, his performance in that was outstandingly breathtaking. So it's hard to choose really.
But you got to think
if
he'd be up against. You got to think he'd be up against people like, if we're saying supporting actor, and I'm not saying this person's getting nominated, but this person it would also be in supporting acting terms. Austin Butler in Dune.
yeah,
You know what I mean? It'd be going up against something like that.
I mean it's look, I don't really like the whole awards thing. I'm not all for it. I just think, a film should get appreciated, an actor should get appreciated by the fans because that's where it really counts.
Yes.
Whenever I see sort of like Academy nominee or Academy Award winning or all like that, it's like, yeah, okay, cool, whatever. We got a great, a known great actor, but it's like, oh, I know that actor from something else, and I'm like, I'm really excited. A great example is Robert Pattinson. When he got announced as the Batman,
You was a
everyone
massive
like, oh,
Twilight
no.
fan, yeah?
Fuck off. Everyone was like, "Oh, it's the Twilight boy. It's
Yeah.
oh, why would you choose him?" And I'm like, "Have you not seen other films that he's done since then? This guy's next level. Like,
Good
I have
time.
so much faith in this.
Good
A
time.
good time is
A
probably like the prime example.
Good
I'd
time
say.
is a good time.
It is.
Yeah.
So that's where I stand with it.
Yeah. Look,
Yeah.
I'd love to see it happen. I just don't think it's got a chance of happening.
Yeah.
But that's like my
Is
opinion, man.
Is it Ricky Gervais? Is it Ricky Gervais who used to host
Gervais?
Is it Gervais?
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 Kyle!
Anyways,
It's
yeah?
Gervais.
Oh, okay.
And it's the Golden Globes
Ricky-
he does, not the Oscars.
Oh, okay. We'll see.
Ricky Gervais, you made him sound like he's your cousin.
Maybe he is.
But anyway, guys, I'd love to see it happen, but I just don't think it's going to happen. So that will do us for today. Kyle, anything else you want to add?
No.
No, me neither. I just want to go to bed. So, guys, thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video. So anyway, Kyle,